Hello, everyone, and welcome again to K Podcast. So, today we are gonna be talking about this lady on TikTok that came out, and the way she found out that her boyfriend was having an affair was her boyfriend and her best friend, by the way, having an accident, and then she found out that the family of her best friend put up a GoFundMe, and this lady came out to cry. And I'm going to be very real with you guys. This is what happens when you become a pick me, and this is what happens when you pick a Dusty as a partner, and when you start funding a man's lifestyle. Now, I'm going to bring up this first video over here so that you guys can hear about women you know, that are out here funding the lifestyle of men, or literally walking, because there are some women out here that are walking, doing the 50-50, even more than the 50-50, because what they do is they, um, when they're dating these men, they are giving them all their paycheck. It can never be me. And I'm happy that a lot of my audience, it can never be you guys either. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. I understand that I've not been online frequently for a while now. But the thing is, I want you guys to interact more with the videos, and I don't want to overwhelm a lot of people with videos all the time. So if you can please always leave a like, it will help grow the channel, and it will also show me that you are more interested in my own views and having me come back all the time and making videos like this and spreading awareness, because this is the thing. This is something that needs to be out there, and a lot of women have to know about this, because a lifestyle of a pygmy or a woman that is funding a man's life is not it. So let me go ahead and bring up this first video over here of this girl talking about why she stopped dating. Okay, let me see. Hold on a second. Since that wasn't downloaded, let me download it right now. Or maybe I can play it from this page. So. All right.
When I found out that there are women out here who are giving their boyfriends their...
Hold on.
I stopped dating around the time when I found out that there are women out here who are giving their boyfriends their work checks, and their boyfriends are giving them money out of that check for them to go and spend. I don't compete nowhere where I can't compare. The playing fields are not leveled at this point. Y'all got it. Y'all the elitist employees. You can have all of them in. You deserve them.
I mean, it is crazy knowing that there are women out here that are paying for men. And I'm like, you could just be alone at this point. What is the difference? What is really the difference? And there are many social topics that have been coming out, especially regarding, the black women, white men topic, all of that. And I've had a lot of, some men come out here talking about, oh, you're going back to the oppressor and all of that. We're going to get into that topic later on because that's going to be another video for another time. And I'm going to literally talk about that particular topic. But other than that, let's talk about the pick me syndrome. You want to be picked so much that you are capable of paying for a man's lifestyle. Isn't that crazy? So let me bring up another video over here of this particular topic of another woman stitching this video and talking about, her colleague that she had at the workplace.
Time when I found out that there are women out here who are giving their boyfriends their work.
Fact. 10 years ago, I was at work and we started all opening our pay stubs because we were talking about like taxes and how much gets taken out in healthcare. And one of my coworkers chimes in and she says, I don't know how much I make. Blank stares. We were so confused. What do you mean you don't know how much you make? She goes, well, my money goes to my husband's account and then he just gives me an allowance.
Isn't that crazy? So instead of him being the provider, he's the one taking money from her. I'm gonna just be real with you guys. The bar is literally in hell at this point. It is literally in hell. The bar is in hell.
And he pays all the bills. And we're like, oh, okay. And then she's like, yeah. And when I want extra money outside of that, I have to do favors for extra money. And I'm like, what kind of favors? And she is like, sexual favors.
For her own money that she's earning. I swear to God, pygmies out here will never surprise me. So you marry this dude and you giving him all your paycheck. You don't even know how much you're making. And you're out here talking about you have to give him the money, and when you want to buy something, you have to do extra favors. Like what is that? Is that marriage? I don't know what the hell that is. But I don't consider that being marriage. I don't know what is going on in some women's head. I understand desperation, but I don't understand this kind of desperation. Like, girl, how bad did you look? Were you not attractive? Like, what's going on that you would be giving this man all your paycheck and you don't even know how much you are earning? Some women are embarrassing out here. Like, sometimes I look at videos, I see a lot of videos, and I'm like, girl, see, I have a YouTube channel. I've talked about this, and you know what? In my brain, I'm like, some of you just want to suffer. Some of you just enjoy being humiliated, degraded. You love the suffering life. It is crazy.
So, yes, some women do that. And that was a long time ago. I do know that she's now with another person. And this person seems to be significantly better. And I'm so happy for her. Because the fuck. Oh, and I just remember this. The extra money she wanted was like to get coffee on the way to work. So it's not even like an extreme amount of money. It was like cigarette and coffee money.
And I'm gonna give you guys another topic because there is another lady that made a video, and I wish I saved that video because I checked in my archive, my gallery, I didn't find it. Another lady making a video and talking about her co-worker, that she was working with as a nurse, and this other co-worker, she has to work like three more jobs. And she was like, girl, whatever you're working for, I hope you get it because you're working hard. You're putting a lot of effort. Whatever you're working for, I hope you get it. And Sometimes she will take the shift for the girl because she feels like, oh, maybe she's trying to achieve something. And when the girl is like tired, she would be like, you know what, go sit down. I will help you out. Take your shift. I will take your shift. I will help you. So later on, she said she didn't know what happened because she's been helping her out a lot, you know. And one time she said, she asked the girl, she literally, the same topic, what I said before. She said, I hope you get whatever you're working for, because girl, you are struggling. You have like three more jobs including this one. And the girl opened her mouth and be like, yes, because I have to pay, my boyfriend's child support, husband something. So I have to pay for his child support, and I have to pay for the rent and every other thing. And my girl was shook. And I'm going to say this. I said, I laughed. So ladies, if you want to be helping out women out here, yes, I'm going to say this. If you want to be helping out your fellow women out here, please, especially when it comes to covering their shift or anything work relatable, anything that concerns money, ask them first why they are doing that, because at this point we need to be checking. So she said that after this girl told her that, she stopped helping her with her shift. She's like, wait, hold on a second. You have to pay for child support for a child that is not yours, and you have to pay for house rent and utility bills and everything. And I've been over here helping you out, thinking that you're trying to reach a goal or something important. Meanwhile, you're doing all of these so that you can pay for a man. She was like, girl, not anymore. Not anymore. And she said she stopped that. She stopped helping her out. She was like, you're going to figure this out. You have three more jobs, including this one. Four, you're going to get more jobs. Yeah. Since you want to carry a man on your head. You want to be out here being Barbara the builder, the pygmy. So let me bring up this next video up in here of this lady. Oh my God, she came out and she sobbed. She cried because this man is the father of her kids. And, she found out about his affair with her best friend because she paid for the vacation. He wanted to go on a vacation, I think to Hawaii, and she paid for that vacation, coming to find out that they were both in an accident. And then that is how she found out, because the family of her best friend put a GoFundMe, and then she found that out, and the GoFundMe was taken down, of course, because people went over there and a lot of people were not happy. And I'm like, you see what happens to you when you become a pygmy, when you become the Barbara the builder, you become the woman that is funding for the family. This is exactly why men need to be the sole provider in the house. And I'm not saying women shouldn't get a job. Get a job, get something on side, do something on side, but never pay for a man. Because when you start doing that, he will start laying back and he will start taking advantage of you. So let me bring up this video over here. And she literally, I feel her pain, but I really don't understand the pain like that, because I've never spent money on a man like that. I've never given a man money to go do anything, rent a house, do nothing at all. I am always that kind of woman that will ask you for money, but I'm not giving you my money. No. Because when I feel like once I start doing that, you're going to start misbehaving. So I like to keep my money to myself. At least if you misbehave and I find out, at the end of the day, I have the option to leave.
A bit of a breakdown. It's got home. I feel like I was like so like angry, and I like went through the anger scene, and I was just like so fucking sad. And I'm like so hurt. And I feel like so betrayed, and I feel so stupid. Like I'm so fucking mad. And I'm so sad, and I'm so angry. And I'm so angry that like they need to go live their life. And my life is ruined. And now I have these 2 kids to take care of. So I had a baby doctor appointment. And it was a different doctor that I normally see. And she was like, I don't know, she was like very like thorough in her questioning. Like she was asking me about like pediatricians and stuff for like when the new baby comes. And then she's like, is dad gonna be there in this delivery room? And I was like, no. But I wasn't crying. I was just like, no. And she was like, is dad going to be with your 5-year-old? This is just like the normal doctor. Like they don't normally question you. And I was like, no, I have somebody else. And she was like, well, who's going to be there? And I'm like, a doula? Like, I'm like paying somebody to like be in the hospital with me. So I'm not alone. And she's like, so is the dad not involved? And like all this stuff. And I'm like, no, the dad's actually in Mexico fucking somebody. In winter school, they need me to get a protective order against Chris. So that he can't contact her.
So my mistake, it was Mexico, not Hawaii. So yeah, like she said before, she paid, I think around 10 or 7 grand for this man to go on vacation with her best friend. And she didn't even know that the best friend was going to tag along. That is wild. That is nuts. This is what happens when you become a Barbara the Builder, the one that want to be paying money. Instead of allowing a man, like let the man, it's not even, if he does not provide, if he's not capable of that, this is why I be saying, don't be having kids with broke men out here. Don't be having kids with them. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that is going to feel the pain. Seriously.
It's cool. And I go there, and I go to the courthouse. Like, I drive all the way there. And this is like right after the baby appointment. And I get the protective order. And the lady's like in this room, and she's like, oh, what's his name? And I was just like, I can't do this. And I like stood up and left. I was like, can I just do the paperwork at home if I decide to do it? Because as much as like I fucking hate him, if I got a protective order against him because he's a habitual offender because he was in jail, like he'll.
Oh God, it keep getting better and better. Why do women date men that we're already in jail? Like Jesus, why? Why pick those ones? Like of all the men that are out here, why them? I don't understand the obsession with women picking men that were already in jail. Why? This is on you, lady. This is on you dating a man that came out from jail. Because I'm tired. I'm going to say it. I'm tired of talking about what kind of man you should pick. At this point, I think it's literally something you should know as a woman directly. You don't pick a broke man to have kids with, and you definitely do not pick a jail bed to procreate with. It's simple knowledge. It should be instinct not to do that. Like women used to have this instinct on how to pick a man. In those days, women would pick a great man. They would pick literally. If you don't have nothing, you as a man, you are going to be a soul lonely man that is going to be single the rest of your life. It was common in those days. Nowadays, women have lost, like I feel like a lot of them have lost that sense, because the thing is that particular instinct protects you from a lot of this. And a lot of women are just like, oh, no, what, we're modern day. Everything is modern now. No, men are not modern. They're still the same men. You're dealing with the same males. Goodness.
Get arrested and he could go to jail for 15 years. And it's like, I don't want that. Like, even though you ruined my life, like, even though Everything is like so fucked up, and like you get to go fucking fuck somebody in fucking Mexico and go on any trip you want and like do anything you want. I still don't want you to go to jail. And it's like, I just don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my kids' lives. Like, I fucking hate you. I hate you. But at the same time, it's like, and like, I could be fucking bitter and say, like, I have 2 kids now that I have to take care of. Like, I can't date. When am I gonna have kids in my house with my 2 daughters? I'm gonna, like, have a boyfriend in my house with my kids, my daughter who can't fucking talk? Like, no.
Your girl, hi, Sun and Sunflower. Your girl, she feels sorry for him. He hurt her and she still feels sorry for him. Girl, it can never be me. It can never be me. Nah, no. Like, I cannot even imagine myself in this situation. First of all, he's a jailbird. Second, he has no money and I have to pay for shit. No. At this point, a lot of women have lost their instincts on how to pick a man. A lot of them have lost it. And it doesn't matter how much we preach out here. At this point, that's what I'm taking. Because we are telling ladies, hey, you do not go out there and pick the unwanted. There was a video, let me tell you something. There was a video I watched on TikTok. I wish I saved it. You know what? I'm going to be saving a lot more of those videos now from now. Of this man talking about how men in society handled incels in those days. They would say he was like the way they handled them in those days, where they put them in the army, where men that were the ones that are creating podcasts nowadays. Because nowadays he was like, nowadays a lot of the government does not know what to do with a lot of these lonely males or all these men that are making all this kerfuffle. And he was like, in those days they would put them in the army, or they would literally send them to war, or they would send them out in the Victorian era. They would push them out, and they mostly would become pirates. They were mostly, he said, most of the incels were mostly pirates. They were pirates in those days. But this society right now do not know what to do with these males anymore. And that is why society is trying, instead of fixing the problem, they're trying to put it on women. That's why you saw that weird ad from Bumble last time. And that's why you see people talking about women, especially when a woman says she's celibate, all of that topic arises. You get me? Because nowadays, a lot of people don't know what to do with these men, especially men that are been in jail and all of that. What are you going to do with them in society? It has become a problem even for the government. Last time, I was watching another YouTuber's video, and he was talking about now the government is funding, to take down some of these YouTube channels of, that are spreading this narrative and trying to make younger males into incels. And I saw they put like Fresh and Fit video up there in the list, and what is her name, Pearly thing, she was in the list as well, of the government funding a program to literally take their channels, because the government, and they are working with YouTube, and I heard, was it around 300K that they invested in it. The government, imagine the government getting involved in this. So it's becoming a big topic. Yeah. But this is the thing. Women, you're going to have to go back and find that instinct on how to pick a man. A jailbird is not a man you want to procreate with. It's not a husband you want to keep. Like I said before, those are the kind of men that became pirates in those days.
It's like, you guys are going, live your fucking life. I have him blocked everywhere. I don't even know his number at this point. And I unblocked his number and I called him. He didn't answer, but I called him because I wanted to say, like, look, I don't want to get a protective order against you. I just don't want you to come to my house. I don't want you to go to the girls' school. I don't want you to, like, just come near us. Like, I'm just, I'm afraid he's gonna break into my house and kill me and take Winter and take the baby. Why am I?
Yeah, she's afraid for her life, but she's not afraid enough to send him back to jail. Girl, I would have been on the first call. I would have been there chatting and giving them all the things, because she's talking about getting a protective order, but she doesn't want him to do this, to go to jail and that. But you're talking about you're fearing for your life. So which one is it? Which one is more important to you? Is it you or him? You're gonna have to choose at this point. Are you gonna choose yourself, or are you gonna choose the man that you know that you're afraid of? And I saw in the comments a lot of women say, you get a protective order, get this, get that. And I'm like, girl, you're gonna have to, if he needs to go back to jail, then he needs to go back to jail. You're gonna have to choose yourself first. But if you want to choose him first, good for you. If you love it, I like it.
Like, why did I pick this person to have a baby with? Twice. And it's like, they don't feel bad. They don't feel bad with it. What's also, like, so fucked up and so sad is that, like I can care about everybody. Like, even, like, strangers, like, I care about everybody. And, like, nobody cares about me. What was that? I went to... So I kind of had, like, a panic attack. So I went into TJ Maxx just so I could, like, walk around. And I wasn't driving. And I went to the bathroom and there was, like, a line. And, like, this woman was like, oh, no, you go ahead of me. And I was like, thank you. And it was, like, this random woman respected the fact that I'm pregnant more than the father of my child. Like, I just don't understand, like, how I could love this person and live with this person and this person could do this to me.
Oh, goodness Christ. I'm just gonna say this, ladies. Well, that is it for today. But I hope you guys got something out of this, because, like I said, some women out here have lost their instinct on how to pick men, and they rather go be humiliated, pay all the bills, be the one that is paying for everything, even for vacations nowadays. Wow, I had it was $7,000, and I'm like, ooh. Could never be me. It could never be me. And it could never be many of the ladies in my channel, because this is nuts. The things that a lot of women are doing right now is the reason why a lot of these males are behaving this way. This is exactly why they are emboldened. When you feed a wild animal, it emboldens them to come closer and closer. And one day when they are not being fed, they will eat you. You will be their next target. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. Thank you all for joining me today. Like I said before, you guys, please, if you watch the video, do not forget to leave a like, because it does show me your interaction, and it also helps the algorithm to reach other people. And, it does boost my energy to always come back and make more videos for you guys, to show that, yes, there are also people that are listening. With that being said, I'm going to say this. Thank you all for being here. Have a great day and goodbye.